guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kiara if you're new here. Today we are going to be reviewing the new Milani Screen Queen Foundations. Now, when this foundation came out, I was super excited because Milani's Conceal and Perfect, I think is what it's called, is one of my all-time favorite foundations ever. It's one of the first foundations that I ever tried, and I honestly just fell in love with it. I wore it for months before I actually ever switched out of another foundation. That one's super thick and extremely full coverage. Now, when they released this one is a little bit different because this one is a light to medium buildable coverage. So not as super intense as the other one, but still a nice coverage. I prefer medium to full. If I can build this up to medium, you guys can see what my face is looking like. I do have it on. If I can build a foundation to medium or full, normally I am pretty excited. Now, this foundation is described to be a luminous natural skin foundation. It comes in 45 vegan shades, and I will put a little shade chart right here to show you guys which shades are available. It retails for $13.99, which is not bad for a drugstore foundation at all. I did pick mine up at my local Ulta. Keep in mind that they do have a limited shade range at Ulta. If you want to see the full shade range, you will have to go to Milani.com. But Ulta did have quite a few. I did pick up two because I assumed I'd have to mix two shades. This foundation is said to have new technology, which is supposed to block blue light. From being on technology, having your phone in your face all the time isn't good for your skin. So it's supposed to have blue light blocking technology, which has not been found in any other foundation so far. So this is the first foundation that is offering that new cool technology. As well as the blue light blocking technology, this also is said to be good with hyperpigmentation, discoloration, dullness, as well as to blur imperfections. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing if it actually does blur imperfections, because I have quite a few breakouts as well as some dark spots on my face and quite a bit of darkness and hyperpigmentation and discoloration, definitely keep watching. Really quick before you guys head on into the next clip, if you guys are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It does really help out my channel. Now let's get started. Alright, so if you guys didn't notice in the intro, my hair is a different color than normal. It's also straight, which my hair is like never straight. I think my studio lights are going to pick it up good enough, but my hair is actually blue. So my roots are super dark, and then it fades into like this midnight blue color. In person, it's way more blue. A couple different shades of blue in here, and there you go. You can see it right there. And I am loving the change. I cannot wait to see what it looks like curly. Again, my hair is like never really straight. I have natural super curly hair. And if I don't have like natural curls, I'm normally rocking like waves. So I'm super excited to see what it looks like curly. If you guys are interested in like learning a little bit more about my hair, definitely head over to my Instagram, shameless plug. Really quick before we hop into foundation, I did just go ahead and prime my face using this, and this is the Smashbox Super Light Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. Such a great primer. Now, I did go ahead and pick up two shades of this. I purchased mine at my local Ulta, and even though this comes in 45 shades, I feel like they had maybe 20 shades, so there was definitely some gaps in there. I went ahead and picked up shade 240 and then shade 260. This is described as a warm vanilla, and this is described as a warm bisque. So both of them are warm shades. I feel like 250 would have put me right where I needed to be. One was too light, one was like a little bit too dark, too yellow. So I'm definitely probably going to have to mix two different shades together. If you order from the website, you'll probably find your perfect shade because there are 45 shades, but at Ulta, they didn't really have all of the shades, so I kind of just picked what I thought I might need. This one right here is shade 240, and that's what it looks like. And this one right here is going to be shade 260. So this one right here is 240, and then this one right here is shade 260. Do you guys see what I mean? I feel like this one's too light and this one's too dark. I really don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and pin my hair back so it's not annoying me and it's not annoying you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the darker shade first. I'm gonna go ahead in with shade 260. I'm just gonna pump a little bit of that on the back of my hand. This says that you can go in with a brush, fingers, or a sponge. So I'm going to do my left side with a brush and my right side with a sponge. So we're gonna go in with a Morphe M6 brush, dip into that, and put it on my face. Now, it did say that this is a light to medium buildable coverage. So putting it on, my first thoughts are this definitely looks more medium than light, which I am like a medium to full coverage person. So that is perfectly fine with me. Now, One of the reasons why I was so drawn to this foundation is because apparently it is good for hyperpigmentation, discoloration, and dullness. And as you guys can probably see, I have quite a bit of discoloration and hyperpigmentation on my face. So we're going to see if this covers. Now, 260 is actually looking like a really good shade for me. So I went ahead and put on some on this side of my face with a brush. So we're gonna hop over to this side and put on some on my face with a beauty blender just to see what coverage we're liking a little bit better, and then we'll finish off my face, whatever one looks best. That's super weird. Okay, so normally in my personal opinion, I get way fuller coverage with a beauty blender compared to a brush, even though a lot of people say that it's like reverse for them. So with the beauty blender, it is like sheer. Like, I wouldn't even say light coverage, it is sheer coverage. It's not even like covering anything. If you're someone that likes super light coverage or like sheer coverage, then going in with the beauty blender is probably going to be what you're going to prefer. But it's not, like, I hope you guys can see this, like this one is a little bit more full coverage and this one is way more sheer. So I am going to continue to go in with a brush just because I do like a little bit more of a full medium coverage. So I'm going to go through, finish up my face. What I will say about this foundation is it dries down super quick. Like once it's on your face, you don't really have too much time to blend it out before it dries down. And when it dries down, it's also drying down to like my acne super intensely. Like it's just drying down like almost like powdery. Okay, so now that I have everything applied with my brush, I'm gonna go through with my beauty blender just to smooth everything out, just because there are some places that it's not really laying that great. Like if you guys can see right here, it's not. And then like see if I can like press it into like my dryness, like this acne up here, and just see if going through with a beauty blender just to pat everything into the skin makes it look a little bit better. Alright, so this is what it's looking like with nothing on it, just foundation. I don't think it's seeping into my skin. I think it's just kind of sitting on top, no matter how much I work it in. But I want to show you guys what it looks like. This is what it's looking like. I do think that it's clinging on in certain places way too much. Like right here, in this general area, it's clinging. Up here, it's clinging. But like my cheeks look super natural and like super nice. But like my nose just kind of looks like it's sitting on top, my forehead, and then down here. I will show you guys in natural lighting as well as when we check in throughout the day. And it is just a little bit too dark for me. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the complete rest of my face, and I will be back to show you guys what I'm looking like in a second. Alright, so this is what my full face is looking like today. We are going, honestly, I don't really think I'm going anywhere. I'm probably going to chill around here, edit a little bit, maybe go a couple places, grab something to eat. I'm not really going to be doing very much today, but I will do a wear test of this. Right now, it is currently 12:40, so I probably have this on for a decent amount of time for you guys. I will check in throughout the day, see what I'm looking like. I will get really close for you guys so you can see what it's looking like, and then I will also show you guys in natural light as well what my face is looking like. Honestly, my nose right here is already starting to break apart. When I was putting on my concealer and blending it out, it was picking up the foundation on my nose. So normally like when I put concealer on over my foundation and then I dabbed it with a beauty blender or a brush, this one right here, is the Morphe R32. It's normally what I use to put on my concealer. I was like dabbing it on my nose and it was just like pulling off all the foundation. So right now the foundation looks okay. It doesn't look great in my opinion. It may look a little bit good in the studio lights, but I will show you guys in natural lighting what it's looking like. I don't hate it. I definitely don't think it would be my new go-to foundation, but I don't know. Some foundations, like as your natural oils come out, they look a little bit better. So we will see. Again, right now it is almost 1 o'clock. I'll probably check in with you guys around 1 after I show you guys what this looks like in normal lighting, and we will continue to check in throughout the day. Okay, so we are now in natural lighting. I'm standing in front of a window and it's super gloomy outside today. I don't know why I expect there to be sunlight, seeing how it's January in Michigan and there's snow on the ground, but we still have natural lighting. So this is what I'm looking like. Let me get you guys like a real close in-depth visual. The color match is actually pretty decent. And like I was saying, I don't know if you guys may be able to tell that it did pull off on my nose a little bit right here. But yeah, I will check in with you guys. Right now it is, my dog is barking downstairs, sorry. Bean McQueen is out of control. It is 12:55. Color match is pretty decent. As you guys can see, it was pulling off on my nose a little bit, and it just kind of like is sitting on top. I hope it's gonna pick up for you guys. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys around 2 or 3. Hi guys, it is now 2:41, almost 3 o'clock. I kind of like did nap. I laid down for a little bit. I filmed a couple more videos and I brushed my teeth because, you know, joys of having braces, you gotta brush your teeth all the time. So that's why my lips look a little fucked up, because I was brushing my teeth. But this is how it's looking. Again, most foundations that like apply powdery or don't look the greatest, once my natural oils come out, they kind of redeem themselves just a little bit. So this is what we're looking like. Not bad. We're gonna go and get some food, and I'll probably check in with you guys at like 6 o'clock and show you what I'm looking like. It makes me look very glowy, like because I'm oily now. Interesting. All right, it's 4 o'clock. I wanted to check in one more time with like my face full on because I'm about to eat a wrap and it's gonna get messy, and like I probably won't have like chin foundation or lipstick on. So this is what we're looking like. Let me get in the natural light. So yeah, still looking pretty decent. There we go. Okay, so it is currently 7:40, so we almost made it to 8 o'clock, but my eyes are starting to itch super bad. As you guys can see that they're watering because I wore contacts today for the first time in forever. So I'm just going to use this as my final check-in. I just ate some stuff and I feel like there's so much stuff stuck in my braces. Also, my lips are completely gone. So this is pretty much our final check-in for the day. I'll take my glasses off so you guys can see what 7.5 hours is. 7.5? No, 6.5. 6.5 hours is looking like. I would show you guys in the natural lighting, but here in Michigan the sun went down like 3 hours ago, so. Alright, I am calling it a quits for tonight. I am currently ordering my groceries to pick them up after the gym tomorrow, and I have to work in the morning, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this foundation review slash, I guess I didn't even really tell you guys my overall thoughts. So, would I recommend this foundation? Yes and no. I do think that once my natural oils came out, that it did look really nice, but I do think it applied to my face super like powdery, and it just didn't like sink into my skin. It looks like it kind of just sat on top of my skin as well as all of my dry patches. So I do think that it is a nice foundation, but I don't think it would be one that I reach for very often. I do think for the price point of it being only $13.99 that it is a really good price point. But it just sat on top of my skin. It clung to my dry spots. I don't really think it did that good of a job of getting rid of my darkness as well as my hyperpigmentation or covering my acne or anything like that as well. So on like a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like I would give it a 5. It definitely did have some medium coverage. I do think that it wore very well throughout the day. I do have like none on my chin, but I was laying down. So I would give it like a 5. It's not horrible. It's not great. I wouldn't reach for it very often, but I do think that somebody out there would really like this foundation, especially as a starter foundation. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Remember to always be a beautiful potato. Bye, guys.